It seems that some inductions need to be handed out. It seems that some people are just being happy being a bunch of losers. You know, um, I wasn't going to talk about Europa. I wasn't going to talk about Europa. I think this was going to mainly be a Champions League recap. Because I'd rather say, look, Astana, Frankfurt. Why the hell am I going to talk about Astana and Frankfurt? But yes, I believe that we have to talk about Astana and Frankfurt. So before I go there, shout out to the people of Eintracht Frankfurt. I believe that's Kadim's team that he likes. And shout out to Astana, Kazakhstan. So next time you make some jokes about Kazakhstan, don't. United fans are now banned from making any jokes about Kazakhstan. Let me get some apple juice. Guys, remember, it's the kid, it's the kid, it's the kid, it's the kid, it's the kid. That dude, that kid, the golden Pekin. Remember to like this vid. If you're new, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe, man. But remember, it doesn't cost you anything. Like that vid, like that vid, like that vid. So on the show, I do want to talk about Sancho. I want to talk about the Barca trio, how whether Griezmann can actually do anything, and also look in depth and maybe investigate the whole Fabinho injury. Shout out to your boy Gallo. My mod, stand up. My mod, stand up, man. My mod, stand up. Shout out to all your boys out there. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? This is that Terra Complicatos, man, who was a dude. Remember, Friday is the open hangout. So Friday is the open hangout, and that's how we dare go. But before we just go in, this is what I always do, man. Remember to support your boy and to gain access to new lovely content. Become a patron. We have 19 patrons. 19 patrons have become a patron to support your boy HH. Shout out to all of those patrons out there, all of you from the bricks to the horsemen. And remember, the link is in the description box below. Just click that link and become a Patreon. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to extra content. Every single bloody day, I am posting flipping content, and I am always replying to comments, views, and everything on our Patreon page. So that's an active Shinak, man, giving you football content and entertainment content. Yes. Speaking of entertainment content, I will be... Because basically what I wanted to do is I wanted just to finish off Star Trek The Next Generation, because I just wanted to... So I finished Star Trek The Next Generation. I'm back on that anime thing, baby. I'm back on that anime thing. So I'm going to finish off Mob Psycho 100. So after I finish off Mob Psycho 100, I'll be doing a review of that on my other channel, Half Episodes, and of course, I'll be doing some extra on it on the Patreon channel. Let's get down to the flipping show, man. Let's talk about this dude. Unai. Let's start first with this. Is he essentially a brick? Let's start there. Is Unai Emery essentially a bona fide brick? He's in the brick academy. He's currently, I believe he's class B. I need to recheck, but I believe that he might actually be class B. He might actually be class B, but I need to recheck. And remember, guys, if you want to keep up to date with all of the bricks and so forth, head to the official website, halfhopefootballhot.com. Link is in the description box below. Halfhopefootball.com is the official thing. So look at this. The question here is Emery a loser, or is Arsenal Football Club a losers club, or are the players a bunch of losers? Because we always come back to this notion of who to blame. Who do we blame? Do we blame the manager, or do we blame the players? How much blame should we give a manager who won 3 Europa League titles back-to-back? I call it UEFA Cup. He won 3 UEFA Cups back-to-back. That's more so than Pochettino, who is extremely overrated. So he says to himself, okay, so if he won 3 of these Europa Leagues back-to-back, he can't be useless. Now, it doesn't mean he's necessarily great, but he can't be useless. Because I'm sorry, a trophy is a trophy. If you win a trophy, you win a trophy. But it is different, though. It doesn't matter how many La Liga trophies Valverde wins, that will never make him a world-class dude. Okay, you have so much of his success. Winning La Liga trophies for Barcelona is like bouncing a ball up and down. It doesn't require that much brain power. But I look at Emery and I say to myself that, does he want to do well with Arsenal, or has he given up? Is he still trying to figure things out, or does he not care? And as I said in my review and everything, I'm looking at this dude's body language, and I think he's resigned to the fact that I've tried everything. I've done everything I could. I can't change my ways. It is what it is. Do your worst. Do your worst. So Emery's like, do your worst. I couldn't scare. I'm done. I'm finished. I don't really give a damn. And my thing there is, with regards to that point of view, is you can't give up, bro. And the reason why you can't give up is you've been paid far too much money to give up. Isn't this dude being paid millions? So people in the live chat are saying that he's already given up. Isn't this dude being paid millions? You cannot be paid millions and then just say, man, I can't figure it out. You cannot figure it out when you've got Aubameyang and Lacazette in your team. You cannot figure it out when you have a striker who was joint top scorer last season and is arguably one of the best goal scorers in Europe. That, for me, looks very bad on your resume. It looks very bad on your resume if you're unable to say what's up from that point of view. So, it's like the Emery Arsenal thing, it's done. It's finished. Wait, who said he begged for the Arsenal job? According to who? Who said he begged? He didn't beg for the job. From what I gather, I think his resume was the most impressive. And you see, Emery is the kind of manager who would be great in an interview. Where you're like, oh my gosh, man, I can do this, I can do that, I can do backflips, I can do somersaults, I can pull rabbits out of my hat, I can flip and make a pink pelican grow into a flipping porn star, I can do all these different things. And once he actually does the job, you're like, oh my god, I had a break. I thought I was hiring an upper tier 2 dude. I ended up hiring a brick. So, and there are people who, they may look great in the interview. They may look great initially, but when it comes to practice, these guys are trash. These guys are trash. And I think that is what you have found with your dear man, Unai Emery. Is that homeboy is trash. It's as simple as that. Homeboy is flipping garbage and trash specifically for Arsenal. So the question is, why haven't Arsenal sacked him already? Surely, I am right in assuming that Arsenal know that this is a done deal. So the question is, and look, I'll ask for the live chat. Why haven't they sacked him when everybody knows that this guy's not going to turn this team around? I'm going to talk about Allegri. People that mention Allegri are beginning to piss me off. I'm going to mention Allegri. I want to break this whole Arsenal thing down. Let's break it down for Arsenal. Let's break it down. Break it down for Arsenal, man. Let's just break it all the way down. Shout out to Jonas Philbeck, Patreon Arsenal supporter, Patreon supporter, Jonas Philbeck. Jonas, this is for you. I'm going to break this down. Arsenal's issue is similar to Man United's issue. It is not a surprise that both of these clubs have similar issues. But I am going to talk about Man United and break it down. But see, the thing with Arsenal is this. If you want to take it all the way back, let's take it all the way back. You know what? Let me even record this right now. Let's take it all the way back for Arsenal. Wenger not getting a replacement for Patrick Vieira was the first big mistake. That was the first big mistake when he did not get a replacement for Patrick Vieira. And everybody that came in did not have the kind of leadership qualities or football qualities that a Patrick Vieira had. The second mistake was Wenger's naivete in his belief that, you know what? These young players are going to stay with me. And once we just keep faith for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, they will be able to win multiple trophies based on how long they've stayed together. That was the second flipping mistake. And the third mistake and this is when Wenger went down in estimation for me. This was the third mistake he made. Fourth place, getting top four is like winning a trophy. I don't think Arsenal fans know how badly that's messed up the psyche of the club. Once he said that, Arsenal went from the Invincibles to the Brickables. When he said top four is like winning a trophy, Arsenal went from the Invincibles to the Brickables. Then everything was just extra. He overstayed too long. They weren't ready to take him out and everything. You see, the hiring of Emery made sense in the sense of we are an attacking club. We are an offensive club. Let's get an attacking manager. And whether it's PSG or Sevilla, Emery's philosophy was about attacking. But the query here is this though. Who in their right mind would hire a manager who was responsible for the miracle at Camp Nou? Who? Who in their right mind would hire a manager where you were winning, you won 4-0 in the first leg, you score an away goal, which is a flipping dime a dozen at the new camp, but you tell your players to keep on attacking, you don't have a plan B to hold on to that lead. Why did you get that dude? But fair enough, they got him. And in that first season, they almost won, they didn't do too well in the league. But you see, that's things. Arsenal knew what they were hiring. He isn't great in the league. But they still thought, okay, because he's not great in the league, maybe he can just about get top four, but he can definitely win us a trophy. And it's almost happened. Let's be real, it's almost happened. They just came across Zad, who was on a mission to deliver the European trophy. But what you're now having at Arsenal now is and I think what they realize is that it comes a time we have to aggressively go in a different direction. And the fans have to accept the team must go in a different direction. Because the Arsenal fans obviously would like to go back to the days of the Invincibles, would like to win in an attractive attacking way. They would like these things. But in life, what we like isn't always going to come to fruition. At the same right now, what you need to do is to win. Get top four, win trophies, get back into the Champions League, rebuild the team, and become a European powerhouse. And the only way that you do these things is by winning and by reinstilling a winning mentality. So, from Arsenal's point of view, it is because this comes from the top. This comes from the top. You have to get a manager who is responsible for player acquisition, responsible for scouting, and has his hands in every facet of the football club. That's what you need. And that is what Arsenal need. And I think you now look at the Arsenal board and say, do you want Arsenal to be Arsenal Football Club, or do you want it to be Arsenal Business Club? If it's Arsenal Business Club, then, well, whatever the case, the fans will always come. Yeah, we'll do well, but the fans will always come. That's Arsenal Business Club. But if you want it to be Arsenal Football Club, you have to say we need to get a coach who wants to win. I keep on throwing this name out, and I will throw this name out because he's still available. He will leave China for the right cash or for the right role. Rafa Benitez. Rafa Benitez is the quintessential manager because there are coaches and there are managers. There are coaches and there are managers. Emery is a coach. I don't know what Solskjaer is. We're still trying to find out. I'm not sure who Solskjaer is because Solskjaer is neither a manager or a coach, but we're going to get to it because Man United. Mourinho is a manager. Rafa Benitez is a manager. Ancelotti is a manager. These guys are managers. So Arsenal now have to look to themselves with regards to how do we move this club forward. Because they have to accept that hiring Emery was a mistake, an honest mistake. It was an honest mistake. It wasn't a foolish mistake. It was an honest mistake because I don't think anybody said it was a bad hire once it was initially hired because, oh, maybe this guy can do something. So it was an honest mistake. But the longer that Emery stands around at Arsenal, the worse it's going to be, and the worse it's going to make for the play. Because this is the key thing, which is why what Tottenham did was so key. Imagine if Pochettino was still the manager of Tottenham right now. If Poch was still the manager of Tottenham right now and they were still getting bad results, they were still losing and drawing, it would make it all the more harder for a new manager to come in and change the entire culture of the club. So the longer that Emery remains at Arsenal, where Emery doesn't give a damn with regards to changing the team around, is clueless with regards to knowing how to change the team around or to get results, the morale of the club is going low, players are not believing in him. Once you do finally sack him, it's going to be a lot more difficult and a lot harder for a new manager to come in and change the psyche of the players and to revitalize the dressing room. And Allegri isn't the right man. So for Arsenal fans who are saying bring in Allegri, let me say this right now. Then obviously, we'll get onto Man United. Max Allegri won Serie A title with AC Milan because of Ibrahimovic. Point one. Once Ibrahimovic left AC Milan, he came 10th with AC Milan. Almost had them in the relegation zone for a while, but then ended up coming mid-table. Conte had won every single Serie A title with Juventus when he handed over the reins to Allegri. And Allegri just continued what Conte would have already done already, which is win league titles in a one-team league. Because Serie A is a one-team league, and Juventus as a squad are far stronger than everyone else in the league. So are you going to put faith in a manager succeeding in a one-team league coming to what is the most competitive league in Europe? Do the math. What makes you think that Allegri will succeed because he has succeeded in a one-team league, and you think he will now come over and now copy his success in a far more competitive league? Because let's keep it real. The Premier League is far more competitive than the Serie A. Let's keep it all the way a stack. Let's keep it all the way a stack. Man City, with all their talents, they lost to Wolves and they lost to Norwich. So Arsenal fans would be making a massive mistake in getting an Allegri. But I'm going to put this name out there. Because if, let's say, Arsenal, you want to go for a Ten Hag, you want to go for like a Nagelsmann, these are risks. These are risks. These are nice coaches, nice guys with a nice philosophy. These are risks. Rafa Benitez is a wise choice. So it's not the most exciting, it's not the most entertaining, it's not the most fun. It is a wise choice. But it is very important and it is imperative that Arsenal change their philosophical direction as of right now. Because Emery was not the same, but similar to Wenger, and they have to change their direction right now. So, moving on to our next topic. So let's just see what else are guys saying. So it says Allegri is a fraud. Yes, Allegri is a fraud. If Arsenal gets Eddie Howe, bro. See, Eddie Howe is another good coach. Risk. Because Eddie Howe hasn't... Because look at how good David Moyes was for Everton. It was great for Everton. Went to Man United, we all well know what happened. Although he should have been given a summer. Shout out to Patreon supporter Mowada. Shout out to my Patreon supporter Mowada. So Mowada says, he got rid of so many. Look how thin our squad is. Phil will go soon. So I suppose you're talking about United there? Allegri is class pro, trust me. Gallo, get the hell out of here, man. Okay, so people are now going over to Ole now. Let's talk about Ole. Let's talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer right now, man. I started by saying that coaches and managers. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not a good manager and is not a good coach. That's a problem. Let me repeat that here yet again in case you're waxing your ears. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is neither a good coach nor a good manager. He's neither. He's neither. Oh, are you kidding me? This is a man completely and totally out of his depth. This is a man completely and totally out of his depth. This is a man that is not capable of taking Manchester United to the next level, and this is a man that is incapable of getting the right results for Man United. I'm sorry, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it all the way real. So, if I'm advising Man United, you have to you have to sack him. You have to sack him. And it ain't personal, it's just business. It's always business, never personal, it's not business. Because I believe that the right coach can get results out of this Man United team. There is talent in this team, but they need direction. Okay, whenever you're dealing with a very young team with very young players, you need a direction. You need a father figure. You need somebody with experience. You need somebody with instructing them. When you're a father and you take home your test tube baby, do you just shove your test tube baby out into the world without giving them instructions, life lessons, guidance? No, you don't. You have to teach them certain things. You have to guide them in the right way. You have to be their padawan, their apprentice. So it is very, very important that Manchester United have to pull the trigger and pull the trigger quick, because see, this is what I always said before with Man United. I think United fans have to accept this. You're going this is your AC Milan time. You have to accept that this is just a down period. Empires rise and fall. That's something you have to accept. Now, as much as you can accept that, you can soften the blow. You will have to take the blow. Nobody stays on top forever. And I think for United, it was a harder hit because Ferguson was at the club for such a long time. He was so embedded into the club. He had such a massive influence into the club that it would have been almost impossible for anybody to come over and even try to emulate him. And my God, that fell to David Moyes. See, it would have made sense if, let's say, United went from Ferguson to Mourinho. Obviously, Mourinho was not available, I think. So I think Mourinho was at Real Madrid then, I believe. I think that was like 2014 or something. So it would have, but that would have made more sense. Or Van Gaal, basically, if United had gone from Ferguson to either Van Gaal or Mourinho, that would have been a better transition. Giving it to David Moyes was a bad move. It was a bad move. Now, I think from what I heard, Ferguson actually pinpointed him. I think Ferguson actually pinpointed him to be that dude, but that was always a bad move. Always a flipping bad move. Always a flipping bad move given to blow your boy David Moyes. So and I think from that point on, based on just how badly that went, that was already an issue. It was already an issue from the way that David Moyes came in. So I think that for United right now, again, I go back to the whole thing because when you now say, okay, managers to come in, and this is again similar to what I was saying with your boy Arsenal and the boy Allegri. You see, Allegri would have a better chance succeeding with Arsenal than with Man United. The Man United job is a far harder job and a far more difficult job to get right than the Arsenal job. So, if United, because what United need is a very, very experienced manager. That's what they need. They need a very, very experienced manager, because anything short of an experienced manager, they are screwed. They are completely screwed. Anything short of an experienced manager, Man United are completely and utterly and totally screwed. So it's vital that they get somebody experienced who can get the very best out of the players. That's the key thing in manager. Allegri goes in there, he's going to flop. If Pochettino goes in there, my God, it's not going to work. Now, Pochettino would perhaps be a better bet, maybe, than Allegri. But as I said again, Pochettino is not that great a manager. And I think that he is grossly overrated. But for Man United, they have to sack. So, do United fans really think that Solskjaer is going to change things around? Do they really think that, in January he's going to be able to get any players that will suddenly make them better? Do they really believe that, okay, by the time they get to next summer, they'll be able to improve? What do they really believe can happen? That's my thing. What do they really believe is going to happen if they bring in your boy Allegri, or what do they really think is going to happen if they persist and they stay with Ole? I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real that they have to accept that it ain't gonna work, bro. It ain't gonna work. It simply ain't gonna work. So the sooner that they get rid of that dude, the better. The sooner that they get rid of that dude, the better. So let's take some questions out, man. Majority is Ole out. Well, yeah, they have to. Ten Hag to Barca. Do you know when I would laugh? Josh Boyne says United need a velvet. If Ernie ends up at Man United, in 3 years' time, Man United will be playing in the same division as Doncaster and Twyford. Man United will be hosting Twyford FC at Old Trafford in 4 years' time, if they get Ernesto. So I think that's just being a bit harsh. If Barca wants Uber, it's gonna be 80 mil. So that's James Alari. Oh, James, how come you changed your icon? So Larry says Solskjaer puts a captain's armband on Lingard. That alone is worth the sack. Well, in his defense, Ole decided that he was trying to be smart, but which is fair enough. Ole decided that he was going to play a young team. So because he wanted to play a young team, then he said, well, I'm playing a young team. I'm playing a bunch of youths. I'm going to just make Jesse the captain. So based on the fully young team, it makes sense that Jesse the captain. Just that I don't think Ole thought that team, even if they were so young, would not be able to beat flipping Astana. So, but look, shout out to your boys Astana, man. So it's HH. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets sacked, he wouldn't even get a job at Norwich or West Ham. I don't think any Championship side will take. And you know what? That is the dark truth. That is the really depressing truth, is that based on Solskjaer's work with Man United, which club is going to hire him? As much as I insult Pochettino and everything, and I didn't feel he's that successful, Pochettino can get any job in Spain apart from Atletico, Barca, or Real Madrid. He'll be able to get any job in Spain, and he'll get most jobs in Germany, because Pochettino's resume, or rather his work with Tottenham, is very good. How would you assess and review? So if Solskjaer was sacked now, how would you assess Solskjaer's job with Man United? Okay, you had a pretty good winning run last season, but you then sort of just got worse for the rest of the season, and this season has just been mixed. So that's something that United have to think about. That the manager that you have right now, if you were to sack him, I don't think any team in the country would actually hire him. So I think this is a serious case of just nostalgia merchancy, if that's a word. Nostalgia merchancy, man. Okay. So say Ferguson wanted Mourinho or Pep, but couldn't. No, but then that's. I mean, so I think no. I think yeah, because I definitely heard about Pep, and I know that Ferguson and Mourinho were actually very good friends. Because I think they said like Ferguson and Mourinho always used to go for like a glass of wine or something every single time they had a match. So I think they were actually quite amicable friends. So yeah, man, that's an unfortunate thing, man. All right. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on right now, guys. If you're in there, hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys. It only takes you 15. Hit those likes, man. We've got 100 guys watching. Got 100 guys watching. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, man. We're going to try and go for a nice marathon roll here now, guys, man. Sancho. Can someone tell me why Lucien Favre still has a job? I just want to know. Can somebody tell me why Lucien Favre still has a job? Lucien Favre, I need to update the break again. Lucien Favre is class C. I probably want to put it even class B. He's one of the most brainless coaches on the planet. So Lucien Favre comes out and says the reason why he did not start Sancho, Sancho in the game against Barcelona is because lack of professionalism. Which fair. But the optics are really bad where you get beat up so badly. And by the way, I'm actually going to induct Hummels into class B. Hummels is trash right now. Hummels is real trash. So let me get this straight. Let me just come and understand this right now. So you pretty much you put him on the bench. Your top team plays like crap. Barcelona should really beat you 4-5-0. You are tactically awful. A tactical disgrace. If you're getting tactically beat down by Ernie, something is wrong with you. Sancho comes in and Sancho scores an amazing individual goal. So my thing here is that, and I think this is, and I wrote a blog about this on my Patreon. So for Patreon members, I wrote this on my blog. Have Dortmund really shown Sancho love? Sancho and Marco Reus are Dortmund's best players. I'll put them both on at the same level. Right now, Dortmund's best players are Sancho and Marco Reus. So, one of your best players, one of two of your best players, have you really shown this guy love? Have you made this guy feel at home? Because Dortmund, if you lose Sancho, you're screwed. Because last I checked, Maragotza ain't relevant anymore. Last I checked, Matt Hummels is crap. Last I checked, Marco Reus is flipping 45 years old. He's about to retire. Last I checked, who else do you have in your bloody team? So, because if Dortmund, because look, I think if you're Sancho, but say, look, man, if you don't want to appreciate me, I'm out. I'm out. And with young players are the ones that need the best man management. And I don't believe that Lucien Favre is a guy who manages men very well. But the fact is that the way that I said Brano. I said Brandt is one of the most underrated players in Europe. Different. I never say he's the best young player. I said one of the best underrated players. He's one of the most underrated players. That's what I said about Brandt. So my thing here is for Dortmund. Whose side are you going to take? That's the key thing. Yes, be professional and everything. Cool. Are you going to take Sancho's side or are you going to take Lucien Favre's side? If you take Lucien Favre's side, okay, cool. Sancho, we don't need you, go. So Sancho joins Chelsea or Barcelona. Yeah, man, we are getting that bad egg away. We now have disciplined guys. Disciplined guys that's almost lost 3-0 to Paderborn. Disciplined guys that's got their ass beat by Bayern Munich. That's what you're talking about, And Dortmund are quickly declining. And I think that their fates will be sealed if Inter Milan get the job done against Barcelona in the San Siro. Like if Inter get that W in the San Siro, if they get that dub, which should be harsh, but obviously Valverde and Barca are crap away from home, and Dortmund must be against Slavia Prague, boom, then that's it. You're in the Europa League. I already know that you cannot win the Bundesliga. But for Sancho, look, I said again, man, Sancho at Chelsea would be dynamite. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. The sick, Willian as number 10, and Sancho wide right, guys, that's dangerous. That is potentially a tier 1 attack. That is potentially a tier 1 attack. Potentially. It's a tier 1 attack. So, but Sancho, bro, man, look, if you're not getting the love at Dortmund, and look, I was always the one that said that he should remain at Dortmund because he is developing well, and Dortmund is the perfect environment for him. Keyword, environment. Great system, a team that loves you, and a team that promotes youth. This is now turning into a bad environment for you. This is now turning into an environment that's not going to help you improve and be better as a player. So if it's not going to help you improve and become better as a player, you've got to bounce. You simply have to bounce, man. So let's see what you guys are saying in that chat. Dortmund are done. Yes, Dortmund are finished. They're done. Sancho comes to the bridge. James, look, man, yeah. Sancho, you're English, you're young. Lampard is going to play you. So it makes sense, bro. What shaving cream do you use? Bro, I just shave, man. I'm old school. I just shave, baby. BVB are a banter club. Yeah, no. Look, I mean, they're clowns, man. Like, they are clowns. They are completely not clowns. So, they're no. Like it's, and they could be. It's similar to like Arsenal. Similar, not the same. The right coach who actually has a brain, Dortmund can be a very good side. The right coach, similar brain, they could actually be a very good side. But until they have that, screw these guys. Screw them, man. Screw these guys. Those guys are a bunch of clowns, man. All right, let's roll in here. I want to talk about the Barcelona trio. I want to talk about this Barca trio. So they looked good against Dortmund. I think all three scored. Did all three score? I think Messi, Griezmann, and the Cannibals scored. I think all three scored against Dortmund, I believe. I'm not sure. Did Messi score? But whether Messi scored or not scored, they all played very, very well. And the question here is is this front three good enough to deliver a treble? No. That's very quick. No. Is this treble good enough to? Is this trio good enough to deliver a Champions League? No, they're not, but they can. They're not good enough to deliver a Champions League, but they can. But they can. You cannot judge this trio based off that performance against Dortmund. Dortmund are trash. Call me crazy, call me psycho, Dortmund are trash. And I will never, ever pass judgment on a team based on them destroying a crap team. You get my respect if you beat on a quality team that's on the same skill level as you. That's when you get my respect. So there's still questions about the Cannibal Suarez. Because the Cannibal Suarez can still get you that G, score goals here and there. He ain't 2015 Cannibal. He ain't 2015 Cannibal. Your boy Griezmann. Guys, Griezmann was never world class, bro. He never was. He was never world class. He was always a pretty good player. Griezmann at his best is tier 2. At his very best is tier 2. Griezmann is a player who he'll never be upper tier 2. So, and I keep saying this, let's compare the trios. The gap between this trio of a declining Cannibal, Messi and Griezmann compared to David Villa, Pedro, when Pedro actually knew how to play football, and Messi, Neymar and a peak Cannibal, or Messi, Henry and a peak Eto'o. My God, man, the gap between these things are huge. And let's keep it real, guys. 4-3-3. 4-3-3. That has been the foundation of the modern age Barcelona that was spearheaded by Pep Guardiola. This 4-3-3 formation, where that front three was crucial. That front three was crucial. This front three is not a top quality front three. It's not. It's not. I don't give a damn if he has a bloody World Cup, man. Who cares? Let me hit the super chats. Super chats here from Julian N. Super chats. Thank you, Ro. So Julian N says, HH Dortmund are interested in Fark and Schmidt. Julian, let me say this right now to you right now. The sooner Lucien Favre gets sacked, the better. Lucien Favre should never be offered a top tier job ever again. And I think it is shocking that Dortmund haven't already sacked Lucien Favre. And if Dortmund are waiting for, let's see if we actually make it through the Champions League groups, then you guys are a bunch of clowns. I think that Lucien Favre should have been sacked the moment the referee blew his whistle after the Bayern game. 100%. The moment he blew his whistle after the Bayern, he should have been sacked. I think what they just need is, because I think Daniel Fark has actually done a pretty good job with Norwich. Who, look, it's Norwich. They don't have top tier players, but he's doing the best he can with that team. And I think they won their previous game. So I think he'll be. I mean, he's German and everything, so there'll be no language barrier. And they just need a far more competent coach and a manager. The key thing, a more competent manager. Lucien Favre is a clown. The dude is a clown. So back to Barcelona is, look, Messi is still having to do a lot of the work. Let's even investigate the front three. Messi, Villa, Pedro. David Villa pulled his weight. David Villa pulled his weight. Obviously, Messi was still the guy that created and everything, but Messi knew that he could defer to Pedro's attacking instincts. I knew that he could defer to David Villa's footballing ability. With Henry and during the Henry Eto'o era, this is before Messi was really a playmaker. Really, Messi was just an attacker. But Messi knew that I have got two of the best strikers in the world next to your boy. Okay, these were Henry and Eto'o at the time were two of the best strikers in the world. And I keep saying to people, Eto'o was criminally underrated. Criminally. And my argument is this, and people may prefer this. Peak Eto'o was the season after the treble-winning season for Inter Milan. Eto'o, well, guys, remember, I don't know how young you guys are. Eto'o in the season afterwards that he left, where it was Stramaccioni. That season with Stramaccioni and Eto'o played as a striker. Eto'o in that season was a flipping sniper. Homeboy was a flipping sniper, But look, I think somebody even mentioned again Xavi, Iniesta. Yes, I look a lot about the front row and everything. Iniesta was very important, man. And look, I know I'll probably get attacked for this and everything, but I'll still say it. I watched Barcelona very, very closely during their heyday. I watched them very, 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 very closly. I hated the tic-tac toe, but I watched them very, very closely. And as I was watching them, and I watched how Messi is, Messi has a pattern. Similar to Robin, there is a pattern of play. But Messi is so good, even if you know what he's going to do, he's still going to do it. You know that Messi is going to play that crossfield pass from deep over to Jordi Alba, then he'll make the late run, and Jordi Alba is going to do the cut back. That's his standard thing. With Iniesta, you know that Messi and Iniesta are going to play those 1-2s, give and go. It's going to give it to Iniesta. Iniesta's going to play it into the little hole, little gap, and Messi's going to run through, go for the shot. You know what they're going to do, but they're so good that they'll still execute it even if you know what they're going to do. And Messi is reliant on, if I give you the ball, you must know what to do with that ball. So Messi knows that if I'm giving you the ball, you know the kind of pass I'm going to receive. You know the kind of pass I'm going to receive. And that's always been Messi's issue with Argentina. That for Messi, when he gives the ball to these Argentine guys, they don't understand the kind of balls he wants to receive. Because Messi is very reliant on the people in the team understanding what to do when he gives them the ball. You know? So, without Xavi, without Iniesta, without these guys in there, David Villa and everything, the issue arises. The Us! I mean, do we want to talk about the Us? Do we want to talk about the Us? Okay? Do we want to talk about this? The Us is under review. The Us is under review. I don't care what anyone says. The Us will always, I will always believe in the Us. I don't care what anyone says. If you're left-footed and right-footed and you can score goals like he scores, I will always believe in the Us. It doesn't work for Barcelona. It is what it is. It doesn't work for Barcelona. I wished he did. I think that if he was for Barcelona, Barcelona would have a fantastic player. Because what Barcelona are needed, what they're missing is that explosive player. But he simply doesn't work. And maybe Valverde is to blame then. Maybe Valverde is to blame because Valverde, are you creating an environment where he can flourish? You know? Because it is the US Barcelona problem is very simple. It's a very simple footballing issue. The US is a direct player and works better in a fast team that plays the ball a lot faster and a lot quicker, specifically counter-attacking. That is not Barcelona's play. Barcelona's football is quintessentially based around Messi. It is built around Messi. So if you're not on the same wavelength as Messi, you're screwed. You're screwed. That is the issue that the US has. That's my dear friends, is the unfortunate issue that the US has, that he just isn't connected to the same system as this guy's, man. So just switch topics right now. I want to talk about Fabinho. So I don't know how deep this injury is. Does anybody know how deep this Fabinho injury is? But let's put it out there. If Fabinho is injured for Liverpool, that is a big loss. A massive loss. And there is nobody that can do what Fabinho does. No one. Nobody can do what Fabinho does. And I think Fabinho's presence in Liverpool and what he does, because Fabinho's presence is important because of the kind of football that Liverpool play and the way that Liverpool operates. And whether you put a Henderson, a Ronaldo, or a Milner in there, they won't be able to do the kind of job that Fabinho does. His reading of the game, his tackling, his anticipation, and his passing and his distribution. So now it's lucky that if Fabinho was missing for the Man City game or for the Chelsea games, that would be far more problematic. But it's not, you know. But I still think that without a Fabinho, that's actually a serious issue. And I think, because remember when they first bought from Fabinho and it was coming in, I was like, because remember, I mean, Fabinho wasn't really that great for Monaco. He was all right, but he wasn't really that great for Monaco. But then he bided his time, and it's so unfortunate that what I saw and how I saw Fabinho slowly fit into the Liverpool team is what I thought would happen with my dear friend Naby Keita. And it just seems as if Naby Keita, that's just never going to work. I think maybe Klopp has just very quietly given up on Naby Keita. But for your homeboy Fabinho, he has proven to be a hugely vital cog in the Liverpool team. And I think because he's like an anchor. He's like an anchor. And every team needs that. You need just that anchor that holds the team together. So if you not take him away, it is a huge, massive, massive loss, man. But I think Liverpool can still cope. But I think let's say if Fabinho was injured for like 2, 3, 4 weeks or something, and let's say he missed like 4, 5 games, I think that would be a serious hindrance for Liverpool. And Liverpool have been pretty lucky; they've not had those many major injuries. When was the last time that LDO was injured? So that's my thinking there. But I do think that like if you were to pick one player that would seriously hamper Liverpool, I think I think number one would be LDO. Number one, like the one player Liverpool don't want injured is LDO. What he's doing right now and how he's just operating, the one player they want to get injured is LDO. Then after LDO, it's probably flipping for Fabinho. For Fabinho. So those are really the two dudes there because obviously Firmino is important and everything, but the goals that LDO has LDO scored these goals mainly because of Firmino? I don't think so. I think he's just really been able to ride him himself, man. All right, guys, look, man. Send in your questions. Question time. Send in your questions, man. I'm here as long as you need me, baby. I'm here as long as you need me. Sauron is still the best villain of all time. Don't care when anyone says Sauron is still the best villain of all time. Remember, guys, once you're here, remember, link below, become a Patreon, man. Become a Patreon. Support your boy, pledge an amount each month. Help your boy live, help your boy grow, and become a Patreon and gain access to extra content. The link is in the description box below. And also as well, sub to my entertainment channel. Have Hopes Hot, man. Sub to my entertainment channel where I just talk about everything non-football related. So movies, anime, music, life, bada bing, bada bing. Link is in the description box below. You dig, man. So, what's manager for United? Rafa Benitez. Rafa Benitez. Because you have to say, okay, who's available now? Or either who's available now or who can be or who you can get, and I think that because Rafa was rumored to go to West Ham, which means that even if he's in China, he's not going to stay at China. It's just at China because no realistic job has come his way. But if he gets a proper job his way, he'll take it. So if Manchester United give a realistic offer to Rafa Benitez will leave China and he'll take the job. And I think Rafa Benitez is the kind of man that United need. They need a manager. That's what they need. They need a manager. They really also need him because I think they also need a really good coach. And for me, I'm like, how well would Rafa Benitez do with these young players? Because I think there are young players, even guys in the first team, like if you've been Rashford and even in Martial, who need good co-coaching. So there are guys who definitely need the good coaching. So maybe, but I just think as of right now, you just need a manager because you need results. And I cannot stress this enough. Solskjaer has to get sacked. It is imperative that Solskjaer gets sacked, man. Will Mbappe be a horseman when he wins a Euro or Champions League? Let me explain to you how the rankings work. Also, by the way, if you go to the websites, a few updates to the Hall of Fame section, because in the Hall of Fame section, I now have horsemen, legends, and greats. So there's a section for greats, is a section for legends, and a section for horsemen. So for example, Ronaldinho is a legend, Maldini is a great. Rivaldo is a legend, Baggio is a great. So legends, greats, and everything. You can only be legible for being a horseman after you retire. You can't be a horseman when you're actively playing. So you get reviewed for horseman status once you retire. So for Mbappe, it's only once you retire. But if Mbappe wins a Champions League and a Euro, bruh, Bruh. Bruh. Thoughts on Uncle Moo transforming Ali and Aurier? It's too early. It's two games, two good games, two really good games. That was an amazing goal by Serge Aurier in the Champions League, and Dele Alli in both games is looking really really good. Um, but I like to review a body of work. I can't review a body of work that is two games. That is far too small. It's a sample size. So let's just see what it does for the season. But I will reiterate my point: is I have doubts that Mourinho can turn Dele Alli into one of the best number 10s in the world or in the Premier League. I have my doubts that that Mourinho can turn Harry Kane into a Lewandowski, because Lewandowski is on some freakish shit right now. So and I don't think that Homeboy can be a freak in the same way that your boy Harry Kane can. So that's the key thing, man. HH, would you try a demo roller to regrow your hair? No, because I'm happy being bald. I'm happy being bald. I have come to accept that my hair will never grow again, and I've made peace with that. So, and I think that there is a beauty in embracing my baldness, and I'm going to embrace my baldness. And also, bald people are just a lot better. Bald people are just a lot better, man. But I want to just reiterate, because I put up like a Twitter poll, and I said, like, who's the best villain of all time? Guys, I'm sorry, man. Darth Vader ain't a great villain. Darth Vader was a great villain for two films, really one film. Really one film. Sauron is that dude. Sauron was an amazing villain for three flipping films, man. So for three films, Sauron was out flipping. So Sauron is easily a better villain than Homeboy. Easy. Yo, man, thanks for the love, man. Thanks for the love. Look, man, I appreciate the love for you guys, man. As I said again, man, I am working on just trying to do this full time. You know, like, my idea is to do this whole YouTube online thing full time, man. Like I said again, man, working for a boss, nah, it's not how it is. So what keeps me going are the donations, the patrons, and the viewers, man. I said again, this football hot is a daily thing, man. Daily thing, man. Every single day, I'm hitting you with that content, baby. I'm hitting you with that content, man. So, but like, I mean, look, I think that people have to accept that Messi and Cristiano will never be horsemen, and that's just something you just have to make peace with. Like, once Messi retires, he'll definitely end up being a legend. Cristiano may be a great and everything, but I think neither of them will be horsemen. And they should be. They've had the opportunities to, but it unfortunately has never really worked out for them boys, man. Never really worked out for them boys. Unfortunate moment. Kylo Ren is a brick, by the way. I just want to also point it out. Kylo Ren has to, I cannot think of who are worse characters, or who's a worse character, Kylo Ren or Finn. Like, between those two, those have to be two of the worst characters I can think of, man. Are both Kylo Ren and Finn just totally flipping garbage characters. Where Kylo Ren, you're not a Jedi. You're not really a Sith. You're not really evil. You're not good. You're not even good with a saber. You've not actually won any battles. The only person that you killed was flipping Han Solo. And you actually tricked him. So you can't even beat an old man face to face. You actually have to flipping trick him. You got into an actual back and forth against a flipping Finn who is useless. I mean, if the guy's a crap character, and that's for Finn, man, give me a break, bro. Give me a flipping break, man. All Messi has to do was pick Spain, and he would have. Yeah, no, no, yeah, no. But see, I said I look. Messi picking Spain would have he was never going to pick Spain. When you look at how he lives, because remember his wife is Argentine, and he has very strong links to Argentina. So even if he's lived in Spain for so much of his life and everything, I just think that when you put the football away, I think his family life and everything is very Argentine. So he would have never really been on that whole Espana thing, man. So that would have never been the whole thing. Um, okay, let me throw this out there to you guys, man, because I think I had a discussion with this with someone. Was PK ever world class? So PK at his best, PK at his very best, was he ever amongst the one of the best defenders in the world? Because I saw some again another stupid team list, and it's like the all time Champions League 11, and this dude PK was in an all time Champions League 11. Him and Puyol were centre backs, and I said, wait. PK was fortunate of being in a very good team and in a very good system. At no point was the only people who think PK was one of the best defenders in the world are Barcelona fans, and not casual Barcelona fans, super psycho, hardcore Barcelona fans who just say that they have to support anything Barcelona. PK was never one of the best defenders in the world. Never. That was never ever the flipping case, Um, yeah, for me, yeah, I'll speak. Yeah, probably tier two. Probably tier two. Yeah, Rosario. Yeah, man. PK relied heavily on Puyol and Ramos. See, Ramos is a guy who, during that stint, those three Champions Leagues, you could see yes, Ramos was definitely one of the best defenders in the world, easily. I don't think I ever considered. I'd say Puyol was like a top five, top six. I don't think I ever considered Puyol quintessentially one of the best defenders in the world. I don't think I did. I would say he was very good, and Puyol was definitely better than PK. But so when Puyol was around, who was Terry and Ria? Were they around during the Puyol time? Wait, because Puyol was, so he was there for the '09. He was there for the 2010. He was not there. I think 2011 he had retired. So '09, 2010. I think because that was when I think Rio was sort of declining then. Um, also he was there. So Peel was there in 2011. Okay, 2014. 24. Yeah, wait, that's when Spain got served, man. Was in 2014. Um, 2014. Interesting. So LHH, would you say Ledley King could have been the world's best? People keep saying this about Ledley King. And say that if Ledley King didn't get injuries, he would have been one of the best defenders in the world, man. And I think he would have been top. I think he would have been up there. But I think that I don't imagine a scenario where he would have been like one of the best defenders in the world. I think even if Ledley King didn't have injuries, I don't think he would have been on the same level as a John Terry or a Rio. But I think he would have probably been like a level below a peak Rio and a peak John Terry. So, and I think that's really fair. And I think that's really fair, man. That's what I was saying, man. Yeah, no, but yeah, man, look, man. Oh yeah, so apparently there is a leak that says that they know the so basically Apparently, Messi has been told that he's going to win the Ballon d'Or on Monday. Apparently, so I'm just wait. Why is Cristiano a finalist? I'm just asking. Why is Cristiano a finalist for the Ballon? I don't really know what he's done to become a Ballon d'Or finalist, but look, I get it's a popularity contest. But my thing is this: is that I again look, I'm going to reviews, and yes, the brick door will happen. Yes, I am going to do the brick door. Don't worry, I am working on this right now. The brick door is going to happen. My thing is this: is that, and this is what I just really worry about: is why do people care about the Ballon d'Or and who wins the Ballon d'Or? That's just all I want to know. Like, why do people really care about the Ballon d'Or and who wins the and who wins the Ballon d'Or? Like, why do you care? And I'm just hoping that people realize that it doesn't matter how many Ballon d'Ors you win. A Ballon d'Or doesn't equate to a Champions League or a World Cup. It doesn't, and it never will. It's just like it's just us appreciating what you've achieved this season. But that's it. It doesn't really translate into anything. So if Messi wins the Ballon d'Or, I'll be like, okay, fine, but bro, it doesn't really change any narrative. So even if he finishes and is like, man, I won 15 Ballon d'Ors, I'm like, okay, fine, who cares? Who cares, man? That could be irrelevant. You guys need to watch Irishman, because Irishman is now streaming on Netflix. You need to watch Irishman. Trust me. It's a long film. It's 3.5 hours, but it is very, very, very worth it. Very worth it indeed. And I even want to do a video on this. I'm going to do it on the half episode. Michael B. Jordan as Superman. Michael B. Jordan. I mean, really? Michael B. Jordan as Superman, I think, is totally and utterly stupid. Completely stupid, you know. But obviously, like, like, see, if you want to go do a Black Superman, that's cool, and I would actually pick someone like an Aldous Hodge. But first of all, Michael B. Jordan is rumored for literally every single role. But a Michael B. Jordan as a Superman, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work. But let me be clear here: Henry Cavill is a brick of an actor. Henry Cavill as an actor is a brick of an actor, man. And I just think that his Superman film and just his take on Superman was extremely boring. Absolutely extremely boring, man. Just total trash. And I just think, like, basically the Superman character definitely needs an update, but it's needs it needs a far more interesting actor and a far more interesting dude, man. So actually, I think someone has already even answered from. So yeah, Martin, man, thank you for super chats, Martin. $2 super chats. Would you ever put a defender as a horseman? Guys, the website is there. halfoffootballhot.com. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is where you'll see all the horsemen, and if you went there, you realize that Franz Beckenbauer is a flipping horseman. And Franz Beckenbauer, last I checked, is a defender. So and then look, because again, Beckenbauer revolutionized the role as a defender, because really he was, I believe, the first ball playing the defender. Like, similar to what Ronaldo did for the role of the striker, Beckenbauer did it for the role of the defender, pretty much redefining what it's meant to be a defender. Because before Beckenbauer, people just thought defender was just there to tackle and hoof the ball off. They never really thought, oh my gosh, a defender can actually play football and actually, like, control the ball and everything. That's what your boy Franz Beckenbauer did, and he won trophies both as a player and as a manager. So as far as how decorated he was, I mean, Beckenbauer was that flipping dude, man. Beckenbauer was that flipping dude, bro. A Brazil merchant. No, man, I'm just a realist, man. I'm just a realist, man. But yeah, no, it was. I mean, I'm actually happy that I finally finished Star Trek: The Next Generation, man. Quality series, man. Quality series, quality series. So I'm done with the Next Generation, and the next thing I'm gonna do is, like, I'm going back on my anime thing. Going back on my anime thing. Come on, ask me some interesting questions, man. Some interesting questions. Send me some interesting questions, man. No brick cues. Ask me some interesting questions, bro. Squadron. Um, I mean, look, now if we're talking about sci-fi shows, sci-fi franchises, sci-fi franchises, I don't know how many of you people have watched Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica is an amazing series. Absolutely flipping amazing. And what I found is that the creator and main writer of the Battlestar Galactica wrote a lot of the best episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. But Battlestar Galactica is flipping amazing. Absolutely, I mean, like an amazing series. Like the writing, the directing, the acting. Oh Lord, acting! My God, it's crazy. I haven't seen that flipping Blue Story, man. Underrated shows or movies on Netflix. Well, I just said now you have to watch Irishman. You must watch Irishman. Irishman is a quality film. Um, Better Call Saul. Now you have to watch Breaking Bad, but if you've seen Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul is definitely a quality show. Now I've only watched the first few episodes, but everyone says what's it called? Oh gosh, what's it? I think it begins with Z, with Jason Bateman, where he's like he's not a lawyer or something. Ozark. Everyone says that no, Ozark is supposed to be like really good, you know. Um, and yes, Romain, football battles will be returning. I just had to just sort of like settle into my place and everything. Obviously, you can see the green screen behind me and everything. But yeah, I mean, I'll be returning to football battles both on the YouTube page and on the Patreon page. So obviously, Patreons will get an early look, and they also get their own exclusive football battle as well. And I'll be doing it as well on here. So football battles will be making its return. Don't worry, bro. Oh no, but that Breaking Bad film was flipping garbage, absolute and total crap. Like the thing with Jesse, one of the most annoying loser pieces of crap characters in the world. Stupid, absolutely stupid. So yeah, like crap. You know, as I said, like I only watched one episode of Ozark, and that was it. Oh my god, man! I need to rest. Oh, so look, man. I mean, once I just get my bearings, man, I'm definitely gonna get back onto Pro Evo. I told you I've got Pro Evo 2020, man. So I'll be rolling back on Twitch there. All right, guys. Look, man. I think I'm gonna call this a night, man. Cause maybe like I'll just answer maybe two more questions. Two more questions, and then I'm out of here. Two more questions, and I'm out of here, baby. All right, let me hit the super chat here from Martin Rosario. Martin Rosario, thank you for the $2 super chats. Billboard named my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy the album of the decade. HH thoughts. Martin Rosario. Billboard are the same losers that said Eminem is top 3, top 4 rappers of all time. Billboard are the same clowns that say Elvis Presley is in the top 50 singers of all time. Billboard are a bunch of clowns. And Billboard are just popularity merchants. Kanye only has 3 good albums. His first 3 albums, and that's it. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy I think has one good song, which is Flashing Lights, or maybe one or two good songs. The rest, throw away. But the thing about it is that Kanye West is a trash rapper. He's as a rapper, he's trash. Quality producer, an amazing producer, but as a thing like that, he's trash. So yeah, I don't care what Billboard say. Like screw those dudes. Kids see goats. Yeah, kids see my balls, man. What are they? Do I do YouTube? No, my aim is to do YouTube full time. That is my aim. I mean, that is what I've been building towards. I mean, I do have a day job that is sort of spontaneous and everything, but that's why I have the Patreon page and the website and everything. Is like my aim is to get to a stage where, like, I am like the football hut is my full time shebang. So that's pretty much what I want to roll with it. That's why I just want to gain my online presence, man, and give you guys that quality content, man. That's what I want to just give you that quality content, man. Kanye or Drake, who's more overrated? Kanye West. Drake might be underrated. As crazy as that sounds, Drake might be underrated. I used to hate Drake before I listened to his music. The moment I just saw Drake, I was guilty of judging a book on its cover. I was like, I don't like the way this guy looks. Why is this guy singing and everything? Blah, blah, blah. Because my thing about this is that when was the last good album Kanye West made? Think about it. Scorpion is a damn good album. Scorpion is not one of Drake's best albums, but Scorpion is still a damn good album. That pile of garbage Kanye West brought out, like the gospel album, that album was crap. that was a crap album, So for me, anybody that's 100% Kanye West is more overrated than Drake. Like, at the end of the day, love him or hate him, Drake makes good music. The quality of his music is quality. Kanye West hasn't made quality music in years. Hasn't made quality music in years. So, and please tell me which one of Kanye West's last 3 albums is as good as Scorpion. Please tell me. Please tell me which one of Kanye West's last 3 albums is as good as Scorpion. Come on, guys. Let's keep it real. Like, you mean, like, I'm not like a personal fan of Drake as a whole, but I can still take a step back and say, no, I'm not be a fan of this music, but this is still quality music. You can still say this is still quality music, and that's it. And let's just keep it real. Drake has really been relevant for a very, very long time. Because most guys dip, fall out of favor, but this guy is always the top trend. He's always the top, and he's always in vogue, and he's never out of touch. And also, for you guys trying to get a chick, it is in your best interest to have Drake in your playlist. See, if you're trying to bring a fine lady to your house on something, the women love Drake. And once you have a woman on your side, you're in a very strong position. Once women are on your side, you're in a very, very strong position indeed, man. But look, man, hate him all he wants, man. Drake is still rolling through, man. Here it is, it's still rolling through. Oh, actually, what stopped you from fully acting, man? Well, it was. I think it became difficult to sort of like make the films, and I think I just realized that making a film is very, very complicated. So the script has to be good, the actors you work with have to be good, and there's so many different things you have to manage, and also there's the editing as well and all that kind of stuff. So it is a lot of things have to come together and everything, But it is something, because there's still a director that sort of go back and forth with, and I think I even said to him, look, man, if you've got a good product or something, yeah, I'll definitely be down, But I think that is why, whenever I do like my skits and everything on the Football Hut, it is because I do have an acting background, and I've been like acting since I was like 6, 7. So like I'm very comfortable in front of the camera. So whether it's acting or just public speaking and everything, I've been doing that since I was young. So that has been my comfort thing, man. Oh, Somerset, my auntie and my cousins used to live in Taunton. So yeah, we used to go to Somerset to see them, but they've moved now. But yeah, they used to live in Somerset, man. So Somerset, man. Alrighty, home, man. So okay, so actually, yeah, so basically, really, the only big game this weekend is Atletico Barcelona on Sunday, isn't it? At in Kent, yeah. I think I suppose it's like Atletico and Barcelona, eh? And for me, look, as oh, actually, I don't think we even did discuss. So I mean, maybe like let us this write it out. Jao Felix, did he deserve to win the Golden Lion? Apart from that kind of amazing performance he did in the Europa League for Benfica, what has Jao Felix done in the past year that makes him the best young player in the world? Asking a friend, you know, like because see that's what's really it just shows you the power of like the media, of Bleacher Report and everything. They'll just shove these things in your face. Oh, Jafflix is the next one. Oh, Jafflix, blah blah. Same thing with that dude, the Kai Havertz and everything. They'll shove these things in your face and they say, wait a minute, I'm watching these guys play, but their performances that I'm seeing with my eyes don't translate with how much you're bigging them up. And which is why it is very important just to take a break from like Twitter, online, and everything, and just watch the games. That's just watch the games because the beauty about when you watch the game and watch the match is like the the media, the newspapers, and everything can't play the game for you. They can't perform for you. So once the referee puts that whistle to his mouth and he blows, all right, they say you're amazing. Let's see how amazing you truly are. Let's see how amazing you truly are. So, John Felix winning the award, bro, it made no sense to me, bro. It made absolutely no sense to me. That dude winning it, man, made no sense to me whatsoever. Like, it's like, how? Why? You know, how, why, and for what reason would that guy, should that guy win that flipping award, man? So for me, that's just wild, man. That's just completely and utterly wild. Alright, guys, look, man, it's your boy, man. Let me get the hell out of here, man. So, what's up? So, tomorrow is the open hangout. So, remember, Friday, 11 p.m., open hangout. I will put out the link. So, anybody, please, I just ask you, have a quality mic. Please have a quality mic. Have a good quality mic. Come in and let's hash it out. So obviously, we'll be doing through StreamYard. So, Friday, 11 p.m., it's open to everybody. I'll just put out the link out onto Twitter and anybody can join in and say what's up, man. So, peace out, stay true. Oh, yeah, Mr. Joe, happy belated birthday. 18, everything changes, baby. You're open to a whole new world, baby. Happy 18th, bro. All right, so peace out, stay true, and I'll see you guys on the Friday open hangouts, 11 p.m. GMT. Peace.